Next up at UFC Charlotte, we have the feature prelim of the evening. We have Matt Brown taking on Court McGee in just probably a battle of the true OG, true OG vets. They both have similar life stories.
Are you going to shave yours for the cruise?
I already did. God does it for me. I can't grow chest hair.
Really?
I cannot. I can't grow chest hair at all. Or back hair. I'm very smooth. Matt Brown taking on Court McGee. Both these guys, older gentlemen. Both these guys have been absolutely putting on a show for a very long time. Both came through the Ultimate Fighter. Both have been in some all-time wars. Super durable guys. Very similar fighting styles. We got Matt Brown, 23-19. 2-3 in his last 5. He's coming off a split decision loss to Brian Barber-Abraham. A lot of people think he did enough to win. He's taking on Court McGee, 21-11 overall, 2-3 in his last 5 as well, coming off that knockout loss to Jeremiah Wells. I'm going to break these guys down together because they're very, very similar. Both of these guys come from an era of mixed martial arts where you could just be really tough, understand all aspects of the game, and have some success. They're not particularly fast. They're not particularly athletic. Neither one is amazing at any one thing, but they're both durable. They're both tough. They're both going to keep coming forward. They're both going to keep working hard. And both these guys have had objectively successful careers before these sort of 1% athletes started coming into the sport. The small difference between them is Matt Brown's a little older, a little more years on his body, more of a striker, very powerful hands. Court McGee has become more of a grappler as of late. He's worked in 8 takedowns and 19 minutes of control time in his last 3 fights alone. He is coming off that bad knockout loss to Jeremiah Wells. Matt Brown coming off a split decision. Didn't look great in it, but remains incredibly durable. I think Matt Brown's going to win this fight, but I'm really just basing that off just straight up grit and durability, because if Court McGee wants to wrestle hard, he could have some success, right? That is how people have had success against Matt. So Matt's going to be the pick, literally because I think he's going to be more durable here. He's going to come forward. He's going to bomb away. And Court might be a little gun shy because that was it. Was that his first knockout loss ever? Or it was like the first one in like 20 years?
I mean, that was a not good one.
It was very bad. If it wasn't his first knockout ever, it was like his first.
Santiago Ponzinibbio in 2016.
Yeah, so it was his first in a very, very long
UFC
time.
on Fox 19. You know who headlined that card? 2016. Think about it. 2016 UFC on Fox. I'll give you.
I need a hint.
No, you should know it. Honestly, you should know it. That's your clue.
Give me a weight class. Give me a weight class.
Light heavyweight.
Oh, Glover, and it was Glover, and I watched this live. It was in Tampa. It was Glover and Rashad Evans. I was there in person.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we
Thank
go.
You.
Hey, there we go. Okay, see what the sobriety does? Holy shit.
48 hours.
It's working, 48 baby. It's working. He's back. Angelo's back. Oh, my God. I'm so happy for him. He's back. Oh, my God. We got Angelo back.
I'm back. Shit. I've wrestled me away from the demons. Actually, this isn't a good joke because both of these guys actually struggled with substance abuse. Really? So maybe don't make lighthearted jokes about me drinking wine on the week.
Well, it seems like they're doing great now. They've had great careers and they're durable guys. And I agree with you. I think that this is a slobber knocker of a fight. And if it comes down to a slobber knocker of a fight, I kind of like Matt Brown. But you did mention the Court McGee in the wrestling. If he's able to get Matt Brown on the ground, on his back, he's going to win that fight. But, Matt Brown is a durable guy. And it seems like, and I mentioned this in my quick picks, and you maybe you agree or disagree with me. Everything that Matt Brown does is like, it feels, and this is going to sound so stupid, but it feels like it's like tricky. Like it feels like it's just like unexpected. Like the elbow, when he's in the clinch, the elbows he throws. You saw that against Brian Barberino, like the inside trip takedowns that he has. Everything he does feels like it's just like, just comes out of nowhere, and he surprises people with it. And I can see him having that success in here. Court McGee getting in the clinch positions, not taking down Matt Brown right away, but Matt Brown's against the fence. All of a sudden, it's boom, it's those elbows, it's those weird situations where he's cutting them up, and he's just being Matt Brown in a fight. And maybe this is I don't want to say a biased pick. It's not like I'm like a huge Matt Brown fan, but how can you root against a guy like Matt Brown? Nothing against Court McGee, but this might be a pick from the heart. But I'll be honest, if you guys are putting money on Court McGee after that horrible knockout at minus 230, do not do that. I mean, yes, he might come in and take him down and win the fight, and you'll be like, oh, of course we should have bet. I do not do that. There's better places to put your money than Court McGee at minus 230.
Especially this card.
Yeah, against a guy as durable and tough and weird. I don't know what else to say as Matt Brown. I mean, so I'm gonna pick Matt Brown as well. I mean, I didn't let the odds sway me. I think it's a close fight, and I think Matt Brown can sneak this one out, man.
Well, yeah, and this is that fight I mentioned earlier with the incredible line movement, plus 140 open for Court McGee, and I can understand taking him at maybe plus 140. Like, hey, listen, But at some point he was minus 200, and then people continued to put money on him and drove it to 235, and that does seem a little bit wide. And we keep talking about Court can wrestle. Matt Brown had 5 takedowns in that loss to Brian Barberena, which is why a lot of people think he could have won it.
And those takedowns, it was like the inside trip. He literally just shoved them down, it was like a kid at recess, like just picking on kids, like put your foot behind him and just push them backwards. And honestly, anyone can kind of take Brian Barberena down, but he did do it as well. So,
but just the fact that he wanted to do it, right? He is evolving, I guess, right? Like, let me mix this
top
up.
Controls. I mean, he got on top of him too. He followed him to the ground, and
no, for sure. So anyway, we're both on the Matt Brown side, but this should not be a fight that you spend money on. Could be a good DraftKings fight though. $7,500 on Matt Brown. We need some underdogs. You know for a fact this dude's going to fight for your money, and frankly, I think he wins. So I may have him in my lineup. What are you laughing at? The biker gang thing?
Yeah, they do look like they could be like rival biker gang leaders. Yeah. What are you doing in my bar?
Well, WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. Just click become a member at the top. You're going to unlock everything that we have. The picks, the bets, the line movement tracker, the data, the insight, all of the information. The freaking DraftKings Optimizer builds lineups for you. You click a few buttons, it'll spit out your lineup. WeWantPicks.com. Just click become a member at the top.
What were the gangs in? Was it Romeo and Juliet? Did they have like the gang wars in Romeo and Juliet? What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of
or Hamlet,
West Side Story.
No,
Sharks and Jets.
No, there's something else. No, I think in Romeo and Juliet there's stuff too.
Okay, I really could give no fucks.